Minasan konnichiwa, Sherlock desu, and welcome to my second vlog. Here I've got some updates about the channel, my moving to Japan, and future plans. Well, first of all, starting with some good news, I finally got the certificate from my Japanese GCSE. Got a B in the end. It's not too bad, could have been better. Although what it has given me is some inspiration for a future video to help with revising, language practice and test preparation. As for the process of actually moving to Japan, I have now had my second interview with the company that is currently helping arrange a course and job for me once I get to Japan. In this regard, to call it an interview would actually be unfair. It was a very informative and confidence building two-way conversation. Here, they got to decide if I was the sort of person that they'd actually want to bring to Japan to put on this course. And it was also to reaffirm for myself that yes, this is actually what I want, and that I fully understand what will be expected of me and what will be happening once I'm there. As a result of this, I have now been officially accepted and am midway through the process of sorting out my visa. I have also now, finally, started the flat hunt in Japan, hoping to find somewhere local to the school, somewhere relatively spacious, and somewhere affordable. Basically, I'm looking for a miracle. I also have some updates in regards to funding this channel, so that I can bring you guys even better videos more often. This is in light of me having opened up a Patreon account, which I feel may be a better platform to help with funding the channel than the original GoFundMe platform. That, I felt, wasn't quite suited to what I was actually trying to create. I am going to create multiple levels, so that no matter what you donate to me, there will be a level that can help match. These can range anything from access to blogs that I will be writing, which will include my thoughts on training, Japan, its history, its culture, ninja, samurai, and all my experience, thoughts and processes towards martial arts training. I'll also be taking regular conversations and suggestions from my patrons so that they can truly engage with the channel and guide it in a direction that best suits what they want to get out of it. On the Patreon page, for those who donate enough per month, I will also be adding a section that will give access to extra training videos in which I will give lessons that will help you training no matter what martial art you currently do. These are different tactics that can be used in the dojo, as well as different exercises that can help build your strength, your flexibility, your confidence, and general ability within your martial arts. I will also include some behind the scenes footage on how I make these wonderful videos, as well as my travels and adventures that might happen that I don't include in the final product that gets uploaded to YouTube. I feel that if the Patreon page does get enough traction, that I will be closing down the GoFundMe, as that it gets a few views. I've not had much donation other than from family members, which is all hugely appreciated. Everything they have given has gone towards building these videos and the channel. Anything that comes in through Patreon will go through the same process. That money will not be used to pay for my rent, my food, or my bills. It will solely be used for travel and entrance fees into different locations that I can turn back into videos. That way, everything you give can come back to you in the form of these videos and more through the Patreon page. In regards to the videos, I have so much planned for the next year. Even before I'm in Japan, there are many exciting adventures coming up. This is going to include all sorts of videos, mostly aimed towards training and ninja and samurai, but I will also be looking at historical figures, events, as well as Japanese culture. In regards to historical characters, I will be looking towards Onibusha, Shinsengumi, all sorts of famous samurai, anyone that I can find any information on. I will be compiling it and putting it into a decent video, which once it's long enough and has enough information on there, I will be uploading to you. I will also be looking into historical events to bring a full story of Japan's incredible history straight to you. As for culture, I will continue to visit Japanese festivals and events that I can get to in my free time. These could be any such things to do with food, traditions, martial arts, or even famous persons who have connection from Japan or to Japan. As for the martial arts videos, these are actually the ones I am most looking forward to making for the next year. I have got so many plans and so much in the works currently being put together for future videos. This is going to include everything from the use of firearms in martial arts, legalities of self-defense and weaponry, tips on how to improve your training no matter what martial art you are doing, as well as my personal experience when I have been out and I've visited other dojos and tried other martial arts for myself. This, I am hoping, will build a much fuller understanding of the modern Japanese martial arts customs. This, I am hoping, will build a much fuller and rounder understanding of the modern Japanese martial arts culture. I currently only have my experience in Taijutsu and a more limited experience of Kendo and some Kenjutsu. In this regard, I want to build a much fuller understanding of how the martial arts have evolved from way back when, all to what we now practice in our local dojos. I will also be continuing my Iaido self-study challenge, probably much to the dismay of many people on the internet. This, I feel, is an important venture, because not only is it building up my understanding of not just the Japanese sword, but martial arts and training as a whole, and this is the information that I want to share with all of you. My experiences and my understanding can be passed on, and if what I experience can help anyone out there, then these videos are doing their job. At the moment, I try and put these videos out every 2 weeks. However, with my work, with my training, and trying to do the filming, the editing, as well as any other effects, and actually travelling, time for me is incredibly limited. However, all this means is that for now, until the Patreon picks up enough to help me fund to get some extra free time, that I can then put more effort into these videos. Meaning that for now, a video may be a couple of days late every so often. Unfortunately, this is just a result because I want to be able to save up as much as I can before getting to Japan, so that I'm not relying on the generous donations of anyone on the Patreon page, simply just to fund my life over there. My rent and my food and bills, I want to be able to look after that entirely myself. As a result, I need to bring some of my own money with me. This is something I want to do anyway and will put my absolute efforts into no matter what the income, so please do not feel obliged to donate just to try and get better quality videos. This I will be doing myself anyway, but for now some understanding as to that goal will be required. So there we go, lots planned for the future, plenty of videos in the making, and lots of different platforms that can help anyone that wishes to get involved with the channel, to have their say, to have their input, and to help me build this to the channel that best suits the needs of yourselves. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I will see you again soon. 皆さん、見るありがとうございました。後で会いましょう。